We are back again. Another week of the Three in the Chamber podcast featuring the man Bad Lizzie up there at the top.
Yo, what's good, people?
Nice at the bottom there. T Nizzle, what up?
What up? What's popping?
And of course, your man Jay on the hosting duties. You know what I mean, keeping us navigating and swiveling through the world of sports and the shit that we care about the most. You know what I mean? Holla at your boy. Yo, today is gonna be a special show. Special show for sure, man. On the heels of what has happened, obviously, in our nation, we have a new president, President-elect Joe Biden. Not to get too political in the situation, but again, change is on the horizon. Obviously, it's going to be a difference in our nation. There's going to be people who are going to ride with. There's going to be people who are going to ride against, and have their views on how this whole situation shook out. But at the end of the day, what is done is what is done, and democracy won, as you'll hear, I'm sure, several times throughout the day and throughout the coming months. And we'll see how things go as far as the transfer of power is concerned. Hopefully it's peaceful, because from a nation standpoint, that's what we need. But there are going to be some people who will bet the under.
I wouldn't mind if it was like Fresh Prince, yo. If Biden set up cameras at the front door, they threw his ass out like.
I can't. Here we go. See, we tried. We tried. Peaceful. We tried.
Sorry, we tried.
I'm done.
Sorry.
So,
that's did y'all see what Van Jones when Van Jones was talking about it?
Yeah.
That shit was. You gotta watch that shit, Cream. That shit was moving, bro.
Powerful, yeah. It was powerful.
That shit,
listen, not only just Joe Biden, but Kamala Harris is the first woman to ever hold office, obviously, of this magnitude.
That high of an office.
I'm mentioning her as a woman first, because she is a woman to hold this type of political office, obviously, in this type of, in this type of setting. She is our vice president-elect as of right now, as far as our nation is concerned, which is something that has never happened in our history, obviously. I know back in 2008 when we elected Obama, obviously, Barack Obama was our president, and, it was a proud moment, definitely in American history. But, the fact that Kamala Harris now, as a woman, and I'll mention her secondly as a woman of color, no question about it. She is, there's no doubt about that. But just as a woman to hold that type of prestigious office is something that I think the nation should be proud of. That, that what it means is that, a lot of people love having sons because their sons can carry on their legacy. But, daughters get left behind, but women are the backbone of this country. Like, there's no question about that. Like, without women, we are nowhere as far as the society is concerned. Their contribution is unspeakable in regards to the contributions that they have made to our society, to our household, personally, and everything in between. So, I mean, again, big shout out to Kamala Harris, obviously, for her to be our first, vice president-elect and woman in that magnitude. So we'll get started with the show. We're going to obviously have our sponsor, and I'll get to that in a moment. But our first quarter is going to start with A-Rod as far as the Hall of Fame discussion. That's where we're going to start off with, and we'll go through that. And obviously, we'll go through each quarter indirectly. We're going to have a special guest on today. His name is Burn Bright. He's an amazing rapper and artist, and he's going to be holding on, waiting to get in here to speak with us in regards to his music, what he's got going on, how he got into the business, how he started, all of that stuff. And we'll talk to him and ask him some questions and things of that nature, sports related as well. We know who his team is, and, I don't like him. But, we'll talk about all of that stuff or whatever. But we'll start off with our sponsor, which we actually have a local sponsor who is going to be coming to us today. I believe he's a car salesman. So I'll let him, discuss all of that aspect of it, and we'll run the tape. So hold by, our sponsor is going to speak next.
Hello, friend. My name is Rudy. I used to be gynecology in Cuba. Now I sell car here in America and TDN Auto Sales. TDN Auto Sales. What do we have? We have cars. We have motorbikes. We have the car that somebody stolen. It's not there. I am Cuban gynecologist an American auto salesman. I want to liberate this shelling pile from the car lot. I need to minimize this Ford Explorer. We are on official inspection station. Do you have bad credit? Start the revolution. People with bad credit driving everywhere. This is our address. Got our phone number. Please modify in this website.
All right, that is TDM Auto Sales. Obviously, get you.
Until I saw that, until I actually saw the commercial playing, I thought that was a commercial for GTA 5.
Yo, I got one question. What the fuck did he say?
Something about come down and buy a trumpet, get a free
That
trumpet.
nigga needed subtitles, bro. What the fuck was that?
Yo, he did have subtitles. He needed them. Yeah, I'm done. Okay, yo, listen, we can't be laughing at our sponsor. That's our sponsor, all right? They're paying the bills for this hour podcast, so make sure we show love to our sponsor now. But
yo, I'm literally crying, bro. What the fuck?
Yo, we gotta start with it.
We're gonna get sued.
Yo, real fast.
Next week from TDM Auto Sales.
Oh man, yo.
And if we get sued. We get sued by that guy. We're in trouble.
Whew, all right, man. I needed that for a minute. Okay. Yeah, listen, we're gonna start with the first quarter. The first quarter, we're gonna talk about A-Rod, which is Alex Rodriguez. We're starting off a new era where every week we're gonna talk about Hall of Fame potential players. So, in other words, they're not in the Hall of Fame, or they are in the Hall of Fame, and our job is to break down whether they deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. So, Tom can allude to a little more because it was actually his idea, and I want to make sure that he gets his just due and allow him to talk on that situation. So, Tom, take it away.
Okay, so I'm just going to read off his career stats, but I mean, everything after 2003 is kind of like, because he tested positive in 2003
right.
when he was still with Texas Rangers. And the funny thing, he won MVP that season, actually. 3,000 hit club, 696 home runs, so 4 away from 700. Career batting average 295. 2021 runs, 2,086 RBIs, 329 stolen bases, slugging 550, OPS 930, on base percentage 380. That's career. He played 22 seasons. Holy shit! Wow. But from so he started in '94 and he tested positive in 2003. He won an MVP in 2000 and 2001.
Okay. Back to back. So back to back years.
Well, no, I'm sorry. 2003 was his first one. He won the All-Star Game MVP.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, he won the All-Star Game. No, I'm lying. Okay, my bad. I'm reading this fucked up. He's finished second in MVP voting in '96, ninth in '98, third in 2000, and sixth in 2001, and second in 2002, and he won it in 2003 for the first time.
Right.
But he made an All-Star team all of those seasons. From '96 to 2003, he made the All-Star team. So, is he a Hall of Famer?
Well, I mean, he wouldn't be eligible until 2021, correct? I mean, he's
correct.
That's next year.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, listen. In my opinion, all of the people don't understand how hard baseball is. Again, PEDs are not PEDs. They don't make you Superman. They do change you physically in regards to things. But again, hand-eye eye-ball coordination, whatever they call it, right? Hand-eye coordination or whatever, as far as hitting the ball, is extremely. It's a gift. It's not something that you can manufacture through, through steroids and through
not necessarily. You kind of can. Steroids does help with twitch muscle responses, shit like that. All you need full body muscles. You need, like, don't get me wrong, a non-steroid person could hit the hell out of a ball too, but the edge that it gives a power hitter or someone who's already good at that is astronomical. You see the difference between Chipper Jones versus Mark McGwire or Sammy Sosa.
Okay. Right.
You see the difference in power and consistency. Like there was a time I think Mark McGwire was hitting a home run every 8 at bats.
Yeah.
He was at pace every 8 at bats. Come on, bro. Come on. I know we're talking about A-Rod here, but if you're talking about the effect on steroids as far as what it can do for your career, that's the difference between, depending on how long you used it, between 50 and 100 home runs, maybe more.
Right.
How far does that take somebody down the list in terms of a Hall of Fame voting? All those RBIs that come along with those homers. I'm not saying that, mind you, Jay, I agree with you 100%.
Right.
Having the eye of a velociraptor, all right, that's a gift. You know, saying he probably had that before steroids, being able to hit a ball at 90 miles an hour. Because I'm sorry, I can take all the steroids in the world I want right now, go out in my backyard, and I'll whiff on 70-mile-an-hour pitches. I'm being straight serious. I will whiff all day on 60, 70-mile softballs.
Yeah, no question.
All right, so it takes some level of talent. I think A-Rod made it hard for himself, because we can't grade how good that talent was. Like right now, his career, right now they're saying, hold on, I had it up here. Here we go. They're saying similar Hall of Famers with similar stats, with similar career stat lines would be, here we go, Willie Mays. These are similar batters, just batters. Not talking about the overall ball player aspect, but similar batters. Willie Mays, Albert Pujols, Ken Griffey Jr., Frank Robinson, Barry Bonds, Hank Aaron, Rafael Palmeiro, Mel Ott, Dave Winfield, and I mentioned before, Chipper Jones. Those are the top 10 listed batters in a Hall of Fame, or set for a Hall of Fame. Jimmy Fox is probably the closest overall player, they say, in terms of like point scores and votes. I personally wouldn't. I couldn't vote for him, just for the simple fact that I don't know how long he was using. He could come out and admit, yeah, I was only using about a year, but it could have been his whole career. Who knows? And I think we just said it right before we started recording. There's no way for us to know how good he actually was. He kind of ruined that.
That's true.
It would be hard for me to vote for him, but his numbers are definitely there, definitely worthy of Hall of Fame. Better than probably most people's in the games in some categories. But yeah, it's just the steroids thing I think is gonna hang over him.
Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think they should just say fuck it if they're using that and just let them in? And like based on stats, like everybody. Because we don't know who was using.
That's how I feel.
We know some of them. We know
some of the guys that got caught, but we don't know how prevalent it was. Like,
hold up,
we don't know.
So hold up. So let me make sure I get this right. This is the same scenario of saying like 100 guys walked into a bank and robbed it. 10 of them got caught, but they shouldn't go to jail because we don't know how much the other 90 stole.
Well, bank robberies and sports is two different things. I mean, again,
come on, yo, you know, we got at least the 10 dudes because we don't know how much they stole. Yours could have been a little compared to theirs. Like that's the problem is we don't know.
And that's the reason why they're not in.
It's like siding with like the steroid haters and shit, man. But I'm not really that much of a baseball fan. I think it's like maybe my third favorite sport besides football and basketball. But like, I mean, remember, I'm an A's fan, so Mark McGwire was my dude at one point when they had that lineup with Ruben Sierra, Canseco's another steroid user. But yeah, I mean, it makes it impossible for them to say that they had honorable careers. And I think that's what the Hall of Fame should be for. It should be people that are honorable. Like you walk your kids through the Hall of Fame. You don't want to be like, yeah, here's this dude. He was convicted of steroid use several times throughout his career. Because I mean, because it'd be dope.
But here's the thing: these people were talented before. I understand that they ended up using steroids for whatever reason.
How talented?
Well, Barry Bonds, for instance, and I know we're not talking about him
Barry Bonds didn't need it.
He didn't need steroids, you know.
He didn't need it at all.
He didn't. He was jealous
without it.
He was jealous of the attention McGuire and Sosa were getting. Like,
Correct.
I read the book about him.
Yeah.
That's exactly why he did it. He wanted that attention.
And let me tell you something, just a quick, and I know we're getting off topic here, but Barry Bonds' situation was mainly, and again, he alluded to it with the jealousy of what was going on in the 98 season. Do you understand the type of season that Barry Bonds was having the year that everybody was watching the home run race? He was having an MVP season. He was balling out of control, and nobody was paying attention.
Because nobody cares about the 5-tool player in the home run era, man.
Yeah, nobody.
Like, Barry Bonds is a true 5-tool guy. There's not a skill on the baseball field that he lacked in. McGuire, he wasn't a 5-tool guy, neither was Sosa.
They were
dudes at first base. I hope they knew how to catch. That's it.
Right.
So
exactly. So no, I mean, my opinion, in my honest opinion, I feel like these guys should be in the Hall of Fame, but there should be an asterisk. There should be a stipulation saying that you did cheat the game in certain aspects of it. But again, these steroid people save baseball at the end of the day. Baseball is not the sport that we're watching. Baseball could be canceled as of right now had the steroid era not occurred. Because baseball is boring as shit.
Yeah. McGuire and Sosa saved it. Like, they saved the sport. Like, for real, 98. Who was watching baseball after the strike and all that shit?
Bad publicity.
Exactly. But we did. Remember in 98 how captivated we were when we were watching that shit? Like, did we really care if they were using steroids? We were locked in. All three of us were. We don't have baseball guys like that. And we were like, holy shit. Like, baseball didn't care if they were using either. It saved them. Like,
but just because baseball didn't care. Just because baseball didn't care that they were cheapening the game doesn't mean we shouldn't care either.
No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying, like, everybody prospered from that era. Like, that 98 season, like, everybody fucking prospered from the
nobody more than Balco.
Yeah, for sure.
But clear the cream, Barry. Clear the cream. You got to put the cream. Gotta rub the clear on my elbow and then the cream.
Yeah.
Sorry, yo. Sorry, I have a thing about cheaters. I just can't, yo.
No, rightfully so. Rightfully so. Listen, again, they cheated the game. There's no denying that factor. They cheated the game. However,
so why should they get an award that says they did?
Because these guys were still dynamic players. I mean, again, in certain aspects of it, I feel like they were still good players, regardless of the fact. And again, we don't know when people started using or how long they used for, if they stopped when they were caught or whatever the case may be. But I just feel like these players were still dynamic players, and it's in a sport that's hard as hell to play. You know, I still feel like they were still skillful players, regardless of the fact of whether they were juicing or not. I don't know. I don't feel as strongly about it as clearly, obviously, the rest of the world.
So you think if A-Rod never put a needle in his ass or never used clear cream, whatever, that he would be just as good as his career stats.
I'm not going to say just as good. I'm not going to say just as good, but he would have been at least on a scale of 1 to 10.
Percentage-wise, how many less homers?
25, maybe 25%.
What's he got, Tom? What's his home run? Career home run total?
696.
You think he have how many less?
Well, in 2001, shit. Look, in 98 he had 42. In 99 he had 42. In 2000 he had 41. In 2001 he had 52.
What do you play? 20 what? 22 years?
22 years, yeah. So we know in 2003 was his first positive test. Let me emphasize that. But before that, he was in 96. He had 36 homers. He had 358 with 123 RBIs, bro.
Yo,
he was 20 years old.
His first positive test.
Yeah,
like you really think that's his first positive test? That's like catching Donald Trump in a lie, and Donald Trump be like, "All right, that was my only lie, yo." That's what y'all caught, yo. So that's when I started lying. Before that, I was telling the truth. Dude, he just wasn't caught. Yo, my father was a cop. And my father used to tell us as kids, I don't know if this is good or bad, cops of the world, I don't know if this is good or bad. He used to be like, it ain't a crime until you get caught.
From a cop perspective, I don't know how.
But he said it's not a crime until you get caught. Once you get caught, it becomes a crime. He said that's why people get enough money to get away with shit, and that poor people get caught and go to jail. Rich people don't go to jail because they got enough money to get away with it. So as long as you don't get caught, that's it. He wasn't getting caught. I don't think A-Rod was getting caught while he was in the minors, while he was in college, because you got to remember, before '99, steroids weren't illegal. They weren't even brought up,
Right.
and any kind of collective bargaining agreement or anything like that. It was what was it? What report was that? What was the name of the report that they had?
The Mitchell report.
The Mitchell report. There you go. The Mitchell report. Mitchell report came out in '99.
Nah, it came out in like 2003, 2004.
2003, but the tests were conducted in '99.
Not sure.
I thought they were conducted over a couple-year period.
No, I think it was maybe like that year and the year prior.
All right, well, yo, listen, we're gonna blow the whistle on that topic for right now, yo, because we got our special guest in the building.
Yo. What's good?
Look, this man should need no introduction, or at least one day in this world he won't need an introduction. But the man himself, Mr. Burn Bright, 600 Burn, let's give it up for my man over here. So at the end of the day, we already know. Hold up.
I'm probably who she gonna choose next year.
Hey, there you go.
I'm just right now. You know, we the realest in the side. Okay, I'm gonna let that ride.
Talk about it. Yeah.
But yo, it's a pleasure to have you on, my brother. For real, seriously, man. We seriously appreciate you taking the time out, man, to spend a couple of moments with us to talk, chop it up a little bit about some music and about sports in general and everything or whatever. You know, we'll get into everything, you know, we can. So I think
you already know.
So no, man, listen, it's like I said, it's a pleasure. I've known you for years. I know your family, you know what I mean? So we tight in that aspect of it. But for those who don't know you, man, look, I'm gonna give you the floor, man. Explain, you know, who you are and what you do.
Hey, man, go by Burn Bright 600, whatever you want to call me, man. Do a little bit of everything, man. Music, you know, rap. In my dreams, I could sing, but you know, I could do a little bit of that too. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
no doubt.
Sports
auto-tune, baby, auto-tune.
Oh, you know, sports junkie, everything. You know what I mean? Yeah.
For sure. And we're gonna get into that. And we're gonna get into that in a minute. But I want to start with the music and keep that vibe, because that's an important thing. Listen, I'm a fan, and I know I'm biased because of the fact that, like I said, I rock with you hard. So
right.
And of course, I put the fellas on as well, and I know Thomas is definitely familiar with your work.
I knew from Facebook.
Of course, Dave, you know, Lugo, of course.
Yeah.
But I want to start with, like, when you started, man. When did you get started rapping? Like, what, you know, when was it for you to start?
Like, I was about 13 years old, man. And, my parents were separating, and my brother O had moved down to shout out O, word up.
Sure.
O had moved down to Atlanta for a little bit, so it was me and Mom's. But O would come up, you know what I'm saying, like every couple months. This one specific time he came up, he had a CD. He was like, yo, put this in. Put the CD in, we rocking. I'm like, yo, this joint's hard. He was like, yo, that's me. I'm like, oh, all right. He was like, yo, you could do this too. Like, you could do this too. It's just a story over a beat, man. You know what I'm saying? So ever since then, I started listening to instrumentals heavy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, music. I just became a music junkie. It was already in our blood from my father. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
Ever since I heard O on the record, is really what lit the fire. Like, oh, all right, bet.
Yeah. Listen, your brother is a beast. Shout out to O, man. Like, for real,
shout out to O.
People don't recognize that man. Yo, has the way to straddle the fence. And again, I'm biased. I know because of the fact that I know him, and you know we're close in that regard. But you know, the fact that he is You would consider him a down south rapper because he's from the A and he reps the A hard, and you know, whatever that's you know, and when he raps, you hear that Atlanta in him. But at the end of the day, yo, the love that he gets on the East Coast, like the fact that you know, it's amazing. So big shout out to him. And it's funny because that alluded me to my next question, which was who influenced you to start, and you kind of alluded to all of that. obviously in regards to it. But a question that I have, because we're all of us, we've all dibbled and dabbled in the rap game and performing in period as a total, but as a totality. But do you get nervous at all, like before performances, like and things of that nature? Any like jitters?
It depends. It can happen. You know what I'm saying? But it just fuels into like hunger. Like, all right, let's get it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I could turn it into whatever it is, but I notice it 100%. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a perfectionist. You want to make sure everything is right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and then you putting yourself out there as an artist. Like, don't matter rap, whatever kind of art you doing, whatever kind of craft, you putting yourself out there to the masses. So you putting yourself out there for judgment. You know what I'm saying? So all that boils up into nervousness, but I could fuel it into something different to make it better.
Big facts.
Yeah.
I know for me personally, like I said, anytime that I've had to do any shows and things of that nature, like right before you get them, I get butterflies. I don't know how to explain. I do get those butterflies before you about to go out and really like do something or whatever, and then. And again, even when you anticipating that the crowd is going to love you because you're in a safe space, as far as knowing that, the crowd is rocking with you amongst people that you may know or whatever the case, but you still get those butterflies until you get that response, and then you just take off.
100%.
You're in a zone then at that
100%,
point.
100%. That's all you see. Like I usually just lock in with one thing in the crowd or a couple things, and I don't really see nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just
tunnel vision. It's tunnel vision, no question. I had a few more questions, but fellas, did you want to jump in with anything?
Yeah. What up, my guy?
What's going on, bro?
Chilling. Well, Jay, you kind of touched on it earlier with who influenced you coming up. What other rappers, when you were coming up, influenced you, or do you feel like you took a bit of their style and kind of blended in with yours? Or
a lot of that, a lot of blending. You know what I'm saying? Because like I don't just listen to a certain artist. Like it'd be a lot. Like for the people who know me, like for real, Jay know. I grew up in a church, like in a gospel family. So the melodicness or the arrangement of songs, Kirk Franklin.
Yeah.
When it comes from like telling my story in rap through like rap form, Jay-Z. Aggressiveness when I need to, Biggie. So it's like a whole bunch of it's a whole bunch of different artists, man. Like I look up to that you could pretty much put in one pot. You know what I'm saying? Like M said it the best on, I think that was 50's song. You take some Big and some Pac, you mix them up with a pot.
Sit up in a pot.
Sprinkle a little bit of yellow top.
You
know what I'm saying? Like it was that right there, you know what I'm saying? But it's Big Pac, it's a whole bunch of different Outcasts, like I could keep going, you know what I'm saying? But definitely, man. Like definitely, man. I find motivation in like pretty much any kind of music. You know what I'm saying? So I figure I could be a well-rounded artist, you know what I'm saying, if I listen to this, listen to that, you know what I'm saying? So
definitely.
That's what I always heard. I always heard musicians, no matter what they're doing, they always got to have an ear for multiple different forms of music. Because a lot of from what I heard of growing up, a lot of hip hop songs that I knew and loved came from older music. A lot of the beats. I hear it through like random songs. I play a lot of video games. So I play GTA 5. If I hear an old station come on, I hear a beat that Nas used. I'm like, yo, he sampled it from this. Oh, okay. Appreciation for that song.
Right.
You know,
and then it makes you go listen to where they got the sample from.
Diddy
is was a master at that, like putting these samples, and then I'll be listening, I'll be like, yo, what is that? You know what I'm saying? And then
you know you heard it before.
You know you heard it mentally. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know you heard it. So that improves my love of music, man. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yo, if you could bring one rapper back, from the dead. I asked my boy this the other day. If you could bring one rapper back from the dead, who would it be? Mine was Big L.
I could. Man, that's tough because God bless the dead. We lost a lot.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I'm
we
saying?
did lose a lot.
And especially
But as
recently,
far
man, with
as-
Nick.
We just
Yeah,
lost King Von
that's-
yesterday, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was just really tapping into him like that, like maybe a couple months ago. I didn't even really know who the God was. I'm a big fan of Lil Durk. You know,
I was gonna say that's Lil Durk's man.
Yeah.
I don't really like too much drill music. Like rest in peace, Pop Smoke. I really wasn't a big fan of him.
Nah, I wasn't either.
But as far as Lil Durk, like his whole everything as an artist, I was a big fan of that. But it's tough. I mean, I want to say Big and Pac, but influentially, I'm gonna have to go with Nip. I would bring Nip back.
Got his shirt on right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I would bring Nip back because like it was his one album.
Yeah.
He was not done, bro. He had a whole lot more to do, not just musically. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
That's the worst when it goes so young.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that was a good ass question, yo. I ain't even. Yeah, that was a good ass question, yo.
It was tough because Pac and Big, I love both of them jokers. You know what I'm saying? But Nip was just different to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was different. He was different.
He was, and he wasn't even close to being done, man. For real.
Right, yeah, man.
Right.
So like the way that we feel, the way we feel about Nip is, if you think about it, like 10-20 when we lost Stack Bundles, Stack was on to something too, man. Stack was. I mean, I know he was real underground, but Stack was a different dude, yo. If you really listen to his raps, Stack Bundles was on to something hard, yo, until he got taken from us. So
real talk.
He was coming. But
real talk.
I wanted to ask you a question, but I want to get into playing one of your tracks real quick before we do that, and then I'm gonna ask you this question. So this one is off of his most recent project that's out right now, For the Family, and it's one of my, I ain't gonna lie, it's one of my favorites. Now I'm gonna, before I get into the song, I'm gonna give a little story. We was coming back from a session from a song that we had done together, and I'm with your brother, and we in the car. And he like, put this on real quick. You got to play this. And we had been playing you up to where we recorded and back. So we was playing. It was Burn Bright session. So and again, shout out to your brother. I kid you not, he is probably outside of God being. If I wanted to get religious about it, he is your biggest supporter. There is 100%. Nobody on this earth that is a bigger supporter of you than that man. That man wants to see you win at all costs. I believe he would give his life to see you win. I believe that. That's how much he cares about you winning and your success, and how much he believes in what you bring to the table. And that's just not as a rapper, but as a man, as a father, everything or whatever that you bring to the table. So
shout out
that definitely goes. That I don't want to go without saying that, but. This particular track, this day that we was coming back from a studio session, he's like, "You got to put this on, yo." And he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is a game changer." And the song he put on was the song called "Smoke," right? And when he put this song on, I was like, I can't, I don't remember exactly what day it was. I don't remember what the weather was. It might have been decent outside, but it wouldn't have mattered if it was cold. If it was 30 below, the windows was down,
Right.
And we driving down Route 1 and 9 somewhere around Linden by the airport, and we are to the point where my shit only go to 40. It was at 40, and I was like, it was crazy.
Turn that up.
I just want to throw this on real quick, man, and just allow this to shine a little bit. So hold up, my bad. Let me get it up. What happened here? Yo, you know what? I hate YouTube Music because they done moved my stuff out of a file.
On YouTube.
Yo, because they moved it out of a file. I didn't know. Look, I am a whatchamacallit, an Android fan. I hate to go here, but I'm an Android user. So Google Play is no longer in existence no more. They done moved it to YouTube now. You got to put all your stuff on YouTube. So all of my music that I've everything that I purchased, everything that I've purchased through Google Play has to now move over to YouTube Music, and I don't know if I gotta subscribe to it. So all of my music that I bought from you, I have it, but it won't let me play it without playing a commercial. Like,
Oh,
yo,
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
About that.
Yo, including my own tracks, like stuff that I have that I purchased of my own stuff or whatever. I can't play it without playing a commercial first. So
yeah,
what the heck?
They
So
signed
somebody
a
else
big,
get
they
paid
signed
on
a
your
deal
purchase.
to get a big bag, right?
Yo, that's crazy, yo. And every time I bring it up, it asks me, do I want to do a free trial for a month? I'm like, man, get out of here with that.
I didn't have to do that before, right? Yeah.
Yo, so again, without further ado, let's get into the track Smoke, baby. All right. Yeah. I love this intro. That build up, man, is just it's everything.
With all the smoke, man, with all that shit. Yeah. I don't smoke, I ain't talking now. They don't know what they be talking about. They don't know who they be dealing with. You can smoke right in the parking lot.
Too many of my niggas is dead, though. Every damn the niggas try me.
Stab Keenan in the neck soon, and we just went right down. I don't trust nobody. There's all on side. See that bitch right behind me. Niggas moving real slimy. Fresh legs for a snake, nigga. Chop him down, then he breaks, nigga. I hope you keep the same energy when you see me face to face, nigga. Niggas be fake mad. First to be all guys. You see him as great man. I swear that I hate that. So strong, why you hiding? Like a nice whip you hiding.
Next ride gonna be an ambulance.
I ran a play, 3 in a day, triple my pay. I bought a strap today.
Hey.
Say they gon' kill me. If I shoot him, then you gotta feed me. I bought a Mac.
I hope it don't jam.
They better relax. Someone Sam. Who the fuck that I am? Nigga don't trust me.
This is the temperature to see if you could.
Take a ruggy.
Hey, I bought a
Bag today.
Yo, I'm just. Can I throw the applause on? Can I throw the applause on for that?
I wanted to say something real quick. My favorite song is from the Gold Talk joint with Jay Know. I love that album. Turn 8/2/24. Raise up like Kobe.
Oh yeah, you already.
That's my shit. That's my shit.
Yeah.
That's my shit. That's my shit right there.
Don't you start.
Yeah.
See, I'm a Kobe fan. I'm a Kobe fan, so I respect it.
No doubt. Listen,
that song definitely means a whole lot more now. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
For sure. No question about it. Shout out, rest in peace to the late great Kobe Bryant and Gianna Bryant. Seriously, no question.
Yeah, man.
Word.
Tragic loss. Definitely lost a loss that you can't even fathom. I mean, forget about the basketball player, the man. At the end of the day, losing the man. You forget all your Spurs, Lakers, all that nonsense or whatever. It has no bearing on the situation. We lost a good man, a role model, somebody who cared about his family, and that's hard to come back from, especially as we move into the holidays. And you just feel for the Bryant family, obviously. As we move into the first holidays that they will not have, their father.
Word.
Yeah, man. Tough.
But to keep it pushing with you, my dear friend, I wanted to ask this question, like I said, after I finished playing that song, and that question was going to be your top 3 songs of your stuff, like the top 3 songs. And I started to say top 5, but I figured top 5 will let you off the hook. I need you to pick 3. Your top 3. Like your top 3 songs of all time that you feel like you've ever accomplished as far as your catalog to date is concerned.
Definitely Red Eye Flight.
Definitely. I feel like a groupie right now. That was going to be the next one I was about to play. Yo, that is my joint, yo. We had this conversation, but go ahead.
Definitely Red Eye Flight. Definitely Smoke. Definitely Gold.
Okay.
Now I threw Gold in there because it was the start
Yes.
of the whole gold movement, and the whole story behind that song is
you gotta share that, because
it's a funny story. Like,
we had this conversation, and I remember telling you, like, yo, that gold song to me is what started everything. But go.
It really was, because I had played my man O-Guns. We was in the car like regular, you know, chilling, listening to music.
Right.
So this original hook I spit on that, the first 4 bars was original, but the part where my future is dripping in gold, my future, Guns was like, yo, take that and just repeat it. You know what I'm saying? So that was the hook, right?
Okay.
Boom. We nailed the song, word up. He like, all right, let's go record it. He's like, yo, I got this new engineer, yo, that you need to go rock with, Burn. Like, he's, you know, he does Tracy Morgan voiceovers, like he's official.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, bet. Let's go record Gold. So we go record Gold. I'm running late. The first time I ever was with the engineer. I'm running late. I'm like, oh, it's bull. I'm like an hour late already. Guns called me like, yo, I need you to come pick me up. I'm like, man, that was an hour and a half late, right? We get in the car. Guns like, yo, I ain't feeling too good. Real talk. No bull. Y'all can't make this up. We're on the turnpike. Guns open the door while I'm driving, start throwing up.
Wow.
Early. Like, he's doing bad. You know what I'm saying? We get to the studio. Guns lay his verse. When you hear that song, go back and listen to it. You don't even know that he's sick. Like, he was going through it. Like, he was doing bad. Like, he recorded his verse. He was like, yo, Burn, I'm about to call my girl. She got to come get me, yo. He recorded his verse and left.
Wow. I
dropped the song a week later. Everybody starts running it up.
Yo, it was crazy.
Now, the song is dope. Don't get me wrong. But I think a lot of that had to do with me kind of improving on where I was recording at my studio.
Right. Okay.
So it was a new sound. Plus the bars and the hooks and the thing, everything. It was just everything just happened at one
just
time.
Came together.
It was dope. It just came together. So that's why Gold forever. The video is just always gonna be. It's always gonna
like
be
a special place in your heart.
You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be the one for me. My boy was doing bad. When I tell you he was doing bad, like he was.
Yo, shout out to old Guns, yo.
He was like, yo, I don't feel good. I'm like, yo, bro, like we don't have to do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could go home. I could do something. He like, nah.
Yo, damn, I'm telling you, that's how some of the best music gets made under these stressful situations.
Nobody really ever asked me.
Kanye through the wire.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. You know what I'm saying? So nobody ever really asked me what was my favorite joints on my joint. So this really the first time I got to share that story on a platform. Don't nobody really know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Like, look at that. Look, we breaking ground, baby. You know what I mean? Listen. Well,
nobody knows that story, but pretty much me, Guns, and that's it.
All right. Well, listen. We happy you shared it with us, man. Let's get into it then. How about that?
Yes, sir.
Man.
Classic right here, man.
Yeah, man. Something else I gotta ask you too, but I will let a little bit of this play first. Yeah, this is fire now.
My niggas been waiting for patience. I know that I gotta deliver. I told them that we was gonna make it.
And I don't lie to my niggas.
So looking forward to summer. Telling you haters been grinding all winter. You haven't been throwing this stuff. Staying in the house, you were not a contender. Rhyming in Valley for dinner. The music be hitting my soul. I feel like I live in the lab. My
beard is out of control.
I'm cooking, I'm stepping, I'm pulling. I can't get
away from the stove.
Every day off the old. You smell the air on my soul. Like if you tell me I sit on the gold. I said, do you rather me busy or rather me chilling and broke? You niggas get money, I get it, but do you get paid for the show? And no, I ain't hating, it's pure motivation. They said it to me and I roll. My future was dripping with gold. Diamonds for me and the bros. 100 black bottles of roll. Be open, the shop never closed. No. Just saying, I feel like I'm fit for a king. I heard they forgot about me and they mentioned my name. What the fuck you mean?
When it's all done, they gon' mention me. Right off of my energy.
Forever out of my enemy.
Grind.
Grind like it's in my future is dripping and go. 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 My future is dripping.
See, this part right here was all Guns' idea.
Yeah, yeah.
My future is dripping and go.
Listen to him.
Yeah.
Place that I can't go. Create the space off the hand though. Take it back, that's your man though. I like the door when she leaves. I gotta lock the heart and move in. I make it disappear like who David.
Going back and forth with this cheese. Like this team.
Fuck you expect, I be hungry. Blow loud to the girls till it numbers. Get the people what they need till they want.
Hit pretty game chicks till they double.
I can't dig funny money, don't dug. You gotta slug me because you can never plug me.
All my niggas got work. All my niggas go zero.
I don't know, there, I'll tell and go pay.
Okay.
You heard them. You heard them.
Sitting on 10, got me foaming out the mouth like lady. Praying that they pay me before they try and cage me and they try and play me.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, yo. That's fire, yo. It's fire, bro. It's fire.
Good looking.
Fire. Where the horns at? Where the horns?
Yeah.
Yo, I'm telling you, man. Listen, you're I'm gonna be honest with you. I know it's still early in the game and it ain't early in the game because you've been doing this forever. But again, some people look for that, that stardom and obviously in regards to making it big and being out there for the masses and everything. But do you enjoy what you do? Like I know you enjoy the grind of creating, right?
Right, 100%. I enjoy the grind because I just love music. You know what I'm saying? So the music that I create is really the music that I love to hear. You know what I'm saying? To be totally honest with you. And then the only part that gets tedious, the only part is trying to actually get it out there for the masses. That's the hardest part. The whole grind.
I was gonna ask
you love it.
I was gonna ask, what's the hardest part of this?
That's the hardest part about it. The hardest part about it is keeping your mental sharp, because I'll bump into people like Rel Carter or Jadakiss inbox me, put fire marks under my joint. So in my head, I'm like, all right, let's go. Like, what's up? Like,
yeah.
But it's never when people say it's not overnight, I'm at that point now where I'm like, okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas would think you hot all day long. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's like a 3 to 4 year process before you first start gaining that traction to people who actually matter, mean something. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's Rel Carter, that's Jay-Z nephew, or that's Jadakiss, legendary hip hop artist. So if y'all think I'm hot, in my head, I'm like, all right, what's up? Like, you know what I mean? What we waiting on? You know what I'm saying? But it's bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than that. So I'm at the point where I'm teaching myself the business now. You know what I'm saying? So that's the hardest part. You know what I'm saying? That's the hardest part, staying sane.
Right.
And just knowing that you got it and it's coming versus you wanting it right this second. You know what I'm saying? That's the hardest
part. Because it's never going to come when you want it. It's going to come when it's ready, when it's time. Right. And we never know when that time is, but you
never know. Like I said, I've been doing it since 13. I'm 33. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I got 3 kids, fam. Like,
let's get the check. So get the checks written.
I was sitting in Rel Carter office, real talk, and we going through music. He like, yo, fam, you hot. I'm like, yo, do you see yourself like the potential of you signing me? He's like, oh hell yeah. He like, yo, I got 12 artists right now. 3 of them don't want to work. I'm about to drop them because they don't want to work. So he's like, what I look like making you artist number 13 and you don't want to work either? He's like, yo, I ain't gonna waste my time, waste your time. So I'm like, yo, Rel, like, I'm not them. But how many times has he heard that? You know what I'm saying? So he gotta, he gotta
exactly. I'm gonna tell on myself real quick. I tell you real quick story. I was doing shows. I was at the Apollo. I won the Apollo 2 times in a row on national TV. This was back in 2000. So, and I was 20. I was 20 years old at that point. So what happened was Talent was special guest hosting one of the shows, the comedian Talent, right? Steve Harvey was doing the show, the first one, and the second one was this comedian named Talent. He asked me to do a showcase that they were doing in New Brunswick the following weekend. So I said, okay, I agreed to it. Like, no problem. I show up, or no, I think the day of the show, I swear to God, this is terrible, awful. He hits me up, or his people hit me up and was like, you ready to do the show? The show starts of whatever. You want to know what I told this man or his people? I said, yo, it's kind of hot outside. I said, it's a little hot outside, whatever, like, y'all still having a show, like, because it must have been hot. I don't know what it was. I don't care what it was. If it wasn't the devil himself outside blowing fire, my ass should have been out there doing the show. I told him, and this is me feeling myself probably too much as a young, dumb kid, like thinking I had it made and didn't have it made. I told them it was too hot outside or whatever, right? You want to know what they said? They said, all right, and hung up.
Yeah.
Hung up. Never
right
heard from them again.
They knew. Right then and there they knew.
Hung up.
You know what I'm saying? Right then and there they knew.
Right. Hung up. Now, if we was in social media age as of right now, that could blackball your whole career, because that word get around.
Oh, yeah.
Word would have got around like crazy on Twitter, this, that, and the other. Luckily, it was 2000. We didn't have all of that. We had AOL.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but at the end of the day, you have to be ready to work in this business. Do not feel yourself before it's time to feel yourself. And even then,
unless you're Raekwon in Wu-Tang. Because Tom, remember Ruckus Fest? We walked all the way down there.
Yeah.
It ain't show up. I walked down there with a 70-pound radio, man.
You know how they go.
Show up, bro.
You know how those go, though. You know how those go. Ruckus Fest used to always.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
That been janky, man. Yeah.
My last question before I do a little bit of sports with you is what you got coming out new in future, because I started off with that We the Realest of the City, and that's your newest track that has hit the airwaves, and I ain't gonna lie, that joint right there, if you ain't seen the video, forget the song. If you ain't seen the video, check the video out, man. This brother out here is investing in himself. Like, at the end of the day, he has the videos to go with a lot of these songs. I mean, it's fire right now with what they're doing, and the production company that's working with them, they're awesome. I mean, they're doing real good. These are real life projects that he's pumping out right now.
Yeah, good looking, man. Good looking.
What you got coming out, man? What you got coming out?
All right, so what I'm trying to do now is For the Family 2. That's really what I'm working on. For the Family was kind of like, I named it that. To be totally honest, I didn't have a name for that album even after the last song was done, which Quarantine was the last song that I did. I still didn't have a name for that album.
Oh.
So I'm sitting there listening to the songs, and I'm like, yo, I named it For the Family because I'm giving real life scenarios that you kind of got to be family to be like, oh, Uncle Frank, oh, Aunt Tucci, I'm dropping names, you know what I'm saying? So right now, and then at the same time, it's like, my Uncle Frank could be your Uncle James. Like, it's the same stories, just different names. It might have happened to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's relatable, everything. So my pen is still in that mode. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still penning, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just in the real storytelling mode right now. I'm putting For the Family 2 out. Realest in the City was just something to get everybody all right. You know what I'm saying? Because that ain't, if you ask me, I'm my worst critic. I don't really like that song. You know what I'm saying? To be totally honest, like, but I know that they would. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it took me a long time to actually put out records that I don't like, that y'all like. You know what I'm saying? Because if I really don't feel it, I ain't dropping it. I got so much in my arsenal that I got 17 albums in my arsenal.
Yo, you sound like us,
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, O would be like, real talk. O is really my go-to. And he like, yo, Burn, that song is hard. You know what I'm saying? And O ain't gonna sugarcoat it. He gonna be like, yo, nah, that ain't it.
See, that's why I don't like y'all two niggas. I don't like y'all niggas. Y'all used to sugarcoat me, man. Tell me I was hot when I don't know if I was hot or not. Y'all was lying to me, yo. Y'all was lying to me. I hate y'all for that.
Nah, Jay, you hot.
Nah, I would tell. Nah, homie.
Nah, you hot.
I would tell. For real. Nah, Cream, I'll tell you when something sucks. I would, like,
we have that connection, yo.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, so I'm still in that mode. So For the Family 2 is what I'm really working on now. I'm actually in the studio Monday, so I'm trying to drop it, you know what I mean, by the end of the year, maybe around Christmas, you know, because I never gave 2 albums in a year.
Okay.
So that's always been, but I had quarantine plus 2020. If you're an artist, you should have a whole lot to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure. Man,
Kobe death was like the start of the worst year ever.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Lying.
So I got a whole bunch of
it shows how it was. Yeah,
it was. It started the whole situation. That we lost him at the end of January. It was like the end of January.
Yeah, that was the start to a brutal year for us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Him, I think we lost David Stern like the first couple of days of the year.
Word up.
And it just snowballed from there. Like it was
snowball from
mess.
there.
It was
snowball, bro. Like then we on lockdown. We can't do nothing.
Yeah.
Bro, the studio closed on me. My engineer was like, bro, they shutting me down.
Wow.
Man, I hit Amazon and Guitar Center so fast and bought everything that I needed. I bet. You know what I'm saying? I'm recording. You know what I mean? I'm gonna record.
Yeah,
I can
exactly.
still send you the record to master it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to record right here in my crib. And I did that the whole quarantine. I'm still doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, it don't stop. I mean, at the end of the day,
that's it, man.
You make it happen. So, and that's what you call a real artist that's going to
grind,
get it done,
yo, for real.
no matter what.
Up.
So, you know, your responsibility is to put out hot music and to continue to push your name and continue to build your catalog and build your reputation. And you're doing that. You know what I mean? So big shout out to you, man.
Appreciate that, brother.
We're gonna move on to the sports aspect of it and leave the music alone for a little while. I think I got all my questions. And did y'all have anything else music wise?
Yeah, I have one.
Go.
Yeah, your process of making like a project. Do you have your certain amount of songs you want to do lined up, or do you just cut a bunch of tracks and then pick the best from those?
That's exactly how I do it. I just cut a bunch of records. I just go on for the most part, I don't really format an album. I just record, and then I'll be like, okay, let me see what I got. Let me pick a record or two, and then if 2 of the records sound like they kind of can go on one project, I'll just keep recording because now I done found the lane. You know what I'm saying? So my pen will just go in that direction, which is why I focus hard on putting the album out and track arrangement, because like my first mixtapes all over the place. We was going down, down, up. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I just know I could rap. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But now that I'm, actually trying to become something for real, I'm like, nah, this album I want y'all niggas to go from number 1 to number 7. You know what I'm saying? Or 1 to 8. So I just record a whole bunch of records, yo. You know what I'm saying? Find the lane, and then I'll just drop it. You know what I'm saying? Word up.
No doubt.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Word.
So, well, dang, well, I have to say I'm a little slightly disappointed that our song didn't make the first album of the. We had a track together too. I didn't make the cut. Yeah, I was looking on the album when I bought it. I was like, and not even before, because I think it was available to see. I was like, what the hell? Where my track at? No. Where the hell? I was like, where my shit at?
See, I'm gonna tell you, but look, I'm gonna tell you something, because O said, "Yo, that song with Jay need to make it."
Yeah.
Remember, I text you. I and I was like, "Yo, like that joint made the project." I texted you that.
That's right. Yeah.
Because I wanted to do. I got a record with you. I got a record with my man Ty Jack. I got a record with 3 other singers.
All right.
I'm gonna put that on one project.
Yeah, you would have to. That
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it would just make sense.
That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? It would just make sense.
Look, I'm still in there, baby. I ain't get cut yet.
It's in the cut, bro. And it's funny, yo, because the song For the Family, let me just say this real quick. The song on For the Family, Cream, yo, that song is like 2 or 3 years old. You know what I'm saying? The song is 2 or 3 years old. So it's like, I just, you sit on music because
that's how it be.
it's going to come out.
Right.
You know what
That's
I'm
how
saying?
it be.
Like,
It's old to us, new to y'all.
right. Exactly. So
That's how it
that
be.
song is still fire. I got chicks still like, yo, what's up? Because it's on SoundCloud. You know what I'm saying? But yo, bro, that joint is fast. That joint is fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah. So
yeah.
All right. Well, listen, man. We got to talk about your Atlanta Falcons a little bit. I'm sorry. I'm gonna start off by, and we did this on our. Did we do this on our first show? Our very first show. Our second or third show. I think when the Lakers had won the championship, we gave them their little justice, and we shouted them out and gave them their little applause and everything or whatever. So shout out to the Lakers for winning their 17th title.
Why they didn't get the applause? Why they didn't get the applause button?
They ain't getting no applause, man.
I think they got
I ain't doing all that, bro. I ain't doing all that.
Man.
That's the
wow.
I'll put the applause in. I'll put the applause in on the edit.
Oh man, one of the biggest Laker hater I know.
Do it in post.
Nah, man. So, but yeah, man. Shout out to the Lakers for winning their 17th. I mean, well deserved. They obviously ran the table, and again, we had this conversation on a previous show. Go ahead, man. Get your little applause in.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah.
We had this conversation on previous shows. How in a lot of cases, I feel like this might have been a harder road for them than had we had a regular NBA season. So I want to get your take on how you feel. Do you feel that way? Like it was a harder road for them to take, even though it was a bubble situation? Teams didn't have to travel back and forth as far as like your veterans and things of that nature. Because sometimes getting on a plane, flying across the country can be a little different, and make a difference in a series. However, the mental aspect of it, which you talked about your music, the mental aspect of a athlete is different. You're a ball player, so at the end of the day, you understand. Like if them having to do what they had to do inside those conditions had to play on the mindset and obviously affect them to some degree. And I want to hear what you have to say about that.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's a trade for trade situation because, like, bro, when I fly to Cali twice a year, I'm tired. So these jokers is flying daily, back and forth, city to city, across the country, 4 hours flight, get back, practice. So
hold up,
that's a lot.
You fly over there for games, like to go to games?
No, he's talking
business. You know what I'm saying? I haven't made it inside the Staples yet. You know what I'm saying? But it's going. We going. You know what I'm saying? It might be this year.
I'm surprised, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm surprised you've never been to a Laker game.
That if you make the trip all the way to Cali, you better be seeing at least a Lakers game.
Maybe they wasn't playing.
We wasn't in the playoffs when I went, unfortunately.
Gotcha.
So you know what I'm saying? So
what was that, 2 years ago?
Yeah. 2019.
Last year.
2019. Me and O went to Cali. I had a little business record at, Paramount. I was at the stadium. It was outside the Staples, but wasn't no games going on.
Right.
So, it's unfortunate, but
I ain't gonna say nothing because y'all won the trip, so I ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah, you can't really say much. You know what I'm saying? You gotta respect the champion. I mean, back to I think it's trade for trade. So you don't gotta fly or city to city, but you still gotta play with no fans. Like that's a lot.
That's
like
thing.
We was just talking about performing and feeding off the crowd. It's the same thing.
It is.
So if you don't, that's tough. You know what I'm saying? Now you waking up, and so now you're not flying. You get 3 days off between games. Now you get 1 day. So it's kind of a trade for trade. It's like, okay, that's good, but this is bad, but that's good. So it's like it. I think I ain't gonna say it was tougher. I'm not gonna say it was easier.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like it's pros and cons about the situation. So I feel like the best team won regardless.
I do. I feel that. The Lakers were the best team. They were. The Lakers were the best team.
The best team won regardless. So even in the East, like
hold on. They weren't the best on paper though.
They were.
I mean,
y'all weren't the best on paper. Everybody had the Clippers dialed up.
Of course, the Clippers on paper was looking.
Yeah.
They looked at like, oh, they going to the chip, but
exactly.
we all know
Clippers,
how that go. We all know how it go.
That's what I say. He don't have the best team on paper. He had the best. They had the best team that shook out of the tournament.
But the reason I'm gonna say they had the best team is because they had LeBron James. Yeah. And I'm not even a big Bron J. No, I've never been a huge Bron fan, son.
Nah.
Like ever. But
that's the difference.
LeBron is great, and then you got AD. So them two names alone, I don't even care about the other team.
Y'all got two of the top 5 players in the league.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all should win the chip. Yeah,
I was talking about the Clippers top of the season, bro. They don't matter, yo. This is LeBron and AD. Like you get them a couple decent players, they winning.
And I felt different. I felt differently at first because I thought that the Clippers' depth would give you problems, but they didn't even make it. So
yeah, they didn't even make it. Plus, the Lakers was getting deeper as the season was continuing.
Yeah, and not to mention you had players stepping up that you didn't expect or foresee would step up in those positions. Because
now,
Caldwell Pope was terrible early on in the postseason, and he stepped up.
But he stepped up.
Got better. Caruso was a monster.
One thing I am going to say, a lot of people forget, Avery Bradley didn't even come to the bubble.
He didn't even come.
He didn't even come.
He didn't even show up.
If he were to come, I feel like the Miami Heat would have got swept.
Yeah, he's our best perimeter defender, you would say,
right?
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't even come to the bubble. And, like, people be like, Avery Bradley, real basketball fans know that is a difference.
Yeah.
Not having Rondo, Rondo wash. No, that's a difference. You're talking about a playmaker who control the game besides LeBron James.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So those be key moments, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
no question.
Even when we didn't make it last year and Bron missed 20 games and Rondo missed games, that don't matter. I wasn't being biased, bro. That's a lot.
No, I
don't think y'all would have won. I don't think y'all would have won without Rondo, honestly.
Me neither.
No.
Me neither.
No.
Me neither.
I agree.
I think if we didn't have Rondo, Miami probably would have came up and won. You know what I'm saying?
No question.
Or Denver would have taken us out. You know what I'm saying? For real, but we wouldn't have made it without Rondo, 100%.
So about them Falcons. So about them Falcons, in the NFC South period. Listen, I mean, I can't. What you want me to say? I got no words, but you shut up, there. Listen, let me ask you this question because we had this discussion on an earlier podcast as well, and we talked about the possibility of Matt Ryan going to join Kyle Shanahan in San Francisco possibly at the end of the season because he's got dead money on the cap. And at the end of this season, he's got 1 year remaining on his bid. You think that's even, and we could even allude to this, you two fellas, is that more of a reality now that Jimmy Garoppolo is hurt again? He can't stay healthy.
Yeah, it's a reality, but Matt Ryan not going nowhere.
You don't think he's good? You don't think he leaves?
Nah, he's not going to leave. I mean, I'm a true Atlanta Falcons fan, bro.
Yes, you are.
So
Matt
Ryan is not the problem. He can throw some bad passes. He does have bad games. Matt Ryan's not the problem. Matt Ryan has never had a great coach, a head coach. Only thing he's had was Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah.
You see what happened when we had him. Kyle Shanahan took us to the Super Bowl. Kyle Shanahan go to the 49ers. Them niggas go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Fact.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan's never had a good coach. I didn't like Dan Quinn when we hired him.
Damn.
He's a defensive coach, bro. Like, you got Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, man. Like, it's no reason for you to lose more than 6 games a season.
No. Yeah, Julio Jones has problems getting in the end zone.
But
that's coaching. That's what I'm saying. That's coaching, yo. That's coaching, bro.
That's coaching.
Like,
do you think,
how does Julio Jones not get in the end zone for
exactly?
That's because Matt Ryan's not throwing the ball in the red zone. Like he can't tell Matt Ryan who to throw the ball to. When that pocket breaks down, he got to go through his progressions to throw the hole open.
That part, that's true.
That's true coaching, though. That's key. Look, think about
you got to scheme him open.
Did you watch the game? Did you watch the game Thursday night? Did everybody not know who the ball was going to? Devontae Adams, like no matter what, like who else was throwing the ball to? They scheme ways to get him the ball.
You got to scheme.
You gotta scheme them open.
You gotta scheme them open, and then
Yeah,
even if like, yo, I don't care, yo, that's Julio Jones, man. Force that man the ball. If you see him, if you got a good quarterback, you know what I'm saying. Matt Ryan's not the best quarterback. He has a ton of accolades though that a lot of people don't know.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. He has a lot of records. He's not the greatest quarterback. I will give him top 10 coming in at maybe 8 or 9-ish. You know what I'm saying, 10-ish, maybe something like that. But he's not the best quarterback. But you got Julio Jones, bro. Get that man the ball.
Wait, you said Matt Ryan was
and you got
the
Calvin
quarterback?
Ridley, man. Like, yo, Ridley's a monster, yo.
You got Calvin Ridley, bro.
Is feeding me this year.
Well, and then, yo, bro, listen. You got the Cowboys game, right? I'm going to bring this up.
Go ahead.
You're winning all games, son.
Yeah.
Just like the Super Bowl. You're winning all game long. Stop playing conservative. Stop doing that. Get the ball down the field. Okay, you kick an onside kick. None of y'all niggas fall on the ball. Why don't the players know to fall on the ball, son?
That's coaching.
Right.
That's coaching. But again, I made it. We made a deal. Apparently, there's been a deal that's been made, and we're not allowed to mention the 28-3 or none of that now because we have a new president, and Georgia is semi-responsible for that. Even though I know Pennsylvania clinched it.
Bro.
Yeah, I know Pennsylvania clinched it, but Georgia was a part of it.
Nah,
so
bring that up. We've been told. They need to hear that. You need to hear that. You was up 28-3, yo, against Tom Brady, yo.
Yeah.
I know who's responsible for that, by the way, man. My boy Lee. Lee, that night we was watching the game at his house, and he literally said, "I'm taking shots. This shit is over." The next play was the sack that led to the turnover, yo. That started
$50 off that man.
Like, he jinxed the shit out of his squad.
That was another dumb call, bro.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Run the ball.
Run the ball.
Yeah.
They could have at halftime ran the ball 3 downs and punted. They could have ran it 3 downs and punted the rest of the game. They'd have won.
That's coaching. That's coaching. And then you start playing soft on defense.
Yeah.
Now, for the people who don't know, our defensive coach, which is our head coach now, right, was our defensive coordinator during the Super Bowl. Dan Quinn was still calling defensive calls, yo.
Wow.
He just stepped down the following year and was like, you know what? All right, I'm going to give y'all, you know what I'm saying, the floor. I'm going to let y'all do y'all job.
Wow.
Since Dan Quinn been gone, the Falcons are 2-1. And that one game they lost could have easily been won. This year, yo, 6 games or 5 games, we lost by 3 points, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3 points. Winnable games, yo. It's just horrible coaching.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan's never had a great coach.
Problem is y'all biggest problem is y'all defense. I think I got the second worst defense in the league.
That too. But
I can't be. You got to be like third.
If you
don't
look
have
at
any standout defenders.
But look at the last 3 games, though. Look at the last 3 games. Defense been doing a job.
Yeah.
Defense been doing a job. The last game we won was because of our defense. We didn't do that with Dan Quinn.
Yo, Burn, you know what's crazy? I did not know that y'all didn't have Vic Beasley anymore. I read the other day.
He just got released.
The Titans cut. The Titans just cut him. I was like, he went to the Titans? I'm like, I didn't know that.
You didn't even know yet.
Just a decline in progression, bro. It's just, you go from that one, you know how it is, man. He had that one breakout season. Oh,
he was a Pro Bowler. He was a Pro Bowler.
Next season, let down. Just like Tack McKinley.
I was about to say, Tack.
Just like him now. He about to be done, and he going on Twitter, the Falcons this, the Falcons that. Bro, that's coaching. If you're a good coach, your players know not to do no shit like that. You don't go to Twitter and shit on the team.
Yeah, come on, man.
Because he was mad they ain't trade him. They was mad he didn't trade him. That's why.
And then he was mad.
He called y'all clowns or something like that.
Yeah, the Falcons are clowns. They're not trading me. You know what? The coach said, okay, you're sitting. And you about to get suspended, and we're going to find that out. Wow. You think it's a game. Quinn not doing that. He's a passive-aggressive coach. He teach brotherhood. Man, brotherhood. Man, we're trying to win a game. We're trying to win a game, bro. Like, come on, man. You got to get me. It's a football. It's a contact sport, bro. You trying to be nice. We not nice guys out here.
No, not at all.
So I don't fault Matt Ryan, you know what I'm saying? Because there are times where I'm like, yo, he got to go. I'm ready for him to go. He got to go.
I'm about to say, I done heard some of your rants on Matt Ryan or Matty.
But then he'll come back and just be Matt Ryan. So it's just if he's not being consistent, that's coaching.
That's true. And
if he's not being consistent, that's coaching, because when Kyle Shanahan was there, Matt Ryan won MVP that year.
There you go. No, you're right. You're right. And especially from the quarterback position, that's probably the most crucial position on the field that needs to be coached correctly in order to have success. You see the Jets right now with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, everybody rants and raves how good Sam Darnold is. I don't see it. You want to know why? Because Adam Gase is his coach.
Right. Exactly.
You know, so you're not going to see it until he gets away with it. And they're going to ruin that man's career. They ruin everybody's career. So it is the same thing. Matthew Stafford.
They got to get it right.
Matthew Stafford is like, Matthew Stafford to me is like, he's like a Matt Ryan, because Matthew Stafford is like he is like a Matt Ryan, because he has those amazing games, and look at the talent he's surrounded himself with over the years. Calvin Johnson or whatever, you know, the type of receivers, they have some great games, but they can never win. A lot of that could be coaching. They've had different offensive coordinators like 8 out of the 9 years. I can't even imagine.
I always compare them to. I say, look at Matt Stafford. Look at Matt Ryan. Look at Julio Jones. Look at Larry Fitzgerald.
Bingo.
Wasted talent. You wasted that man's whole prime, his whole prime.
So listen, man, look, we love having you, bro. It's been amazing.
Yeah, word.
So we appreciate you coming on. You got the applause. There's the applause.
Yeah, you want to put the applause on? See, man, the biggest Laker hater I know, man.
The
biggest
Laker.
Right here. Dave, you should. If I was you, Dave, I would hate the whole West Coast. It wouldn't just be the Lakers. It would be everybody.
Wait till next year, yo. Wait till next year. That's the catchphrase of Phoenix.
Next month. You mean next month?
Yeah. Y'all went 9-0 in the bubble and still didn't make the.
That shit pissed me off, yo.
Still didn't make the playoffs.
That shit pissed me off. I couldn't even hang my head on that.
They was balling too, so y'all got a good, promising young squad though. Because I like Devin, I like Devin, I like DeAndre, I like the squad.
That's our core. But Booker's leaving, man. It came out yesterday. Booker want to trade, yo. I was like,
That's because he was at Kim Kardashian's 40th birthday party, yo.
Did I tell you she's gonna ruin his ass too?
How mad would you be if he came to the Lakers? Kardashian.
Ooh, if he comes to the Lakers, yo. Oh, man.
Can y'all afford him, though? I don't know.
Yeah. Yo, because we got it. Rondo going to have to leave and KCP.
Yeah, but AD and LeBron both want money. That's the problem. Y'all got 3 max contracts there?
A lot of money, though.
Yeah, take the pay cut, man.
Yeah. Y'all want another chance?
Who going to take the pay cut, Bron or AD? Who?
Both.
They got enough money, especially LeBron.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't be a GM. I couldn't be a GM. I'm trying to win a championship.
Yeah, like forget all of that.
Every rich. 3 dudes on your court, on your team. Every 3 dudes, the top 3 players. Everybody else.
Y'all already rich. Llisten, you're already rich. You're good for generations. Listen, man, take a couple million less. Let's go get Devin Booker and win 2 more.
I for the life of me, yo, I never understood why more athletes don't think like that, yo.
I don't either.
Like, just get them rings. Ain't nobody really care about how much you made. I don't remember how much John Elway made. I don't care.
Dwayne Wade did it. Dwayne Wade did it for LeBron to come in. I mean, you know what I mean? He did. He took that pay cut.
He did.
Yeah.
The Spurs have been doing it that way for years. They've been taking pay cuts to make sure that they bought in good talent and was able to get stuff done. They've always been able to back low.
Yeah, Spurs. That sun is set, yo.
Spurs are done. There's too many teams ahead of y'all now.
Oh, man, it's been real having you on today, Bernie. I think we losing you, man.
I'm just saying. I just heard the word spur. You know what I mean? I just hate that word. You know what I'm saying? Like,
come on, man. Hey, 22 years straight, man. I'll take it. Since I was a senior in high school.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Since I was, matter of fact, since I was a junior in high school, because they started the year after they got Tim Duncan, they've been in the playoffs every single year.
Yo, that's big. I ain't gonna hold you. That's a crazy stat.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
That's a
My
crazy
entire my entire 20s and all the way 30s, almost to the 40s.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nuts.
That's
That's
crazy.
what the Jazz pulled off too. Jazz did the same shit, right? 18 years straight or some shit.
It wasn't as long as the Spurs though. The Spurs
I
had
thought it was. Yeah, it was like
Nah.
18 years, some
17,
shit.
18
Yeah,
years.
but the Spurs have made it 22 years in a row. 22.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's got to be the longest streak in
That's
history,
nuts.
right?
It is. It
Oh
is.
hell yeah.
Look,
Gotta be.
they're the most. They have the best winning percentage in sports history. But we're not talking about the Spurs right now.
Yeah,
Except for
because they only got
Globetrotters got
5
better.
chips. Yeah, they only got 5.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. Whatever. Anyway, look, it's been a pleasure having you. Don't mess this up before I let you go, bro. Don't mess this up, man. You want to give out your information or whatever? How to follow you on Twitter, on the gram, and Facebook, all of that.
Yeah, man. Instagram _ Burn600, Facebook Burn Bright, Twitter Burn600. Man, go download all my albums. Go listen to For the Family. Go to YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, man. Burn Bright. Vibe out with me. That's it. I ain't asking too much.
Hey, man, listen, it's been a pleasure having you on, man. I appreciate you. We appreciate you, bro.
That's it.
Word.
So much, man. So we'll get out of here. I appreciate you being on with us, bro.
All right, brothers. I'll get with y'all, man.
All right, man.
Peace. Thanks for coming on, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man.
So anyway, fellas, listen, it's been we got our next topic that we actually got to talk about is real quick is breakfast. Actually, we're going to talk a little bit about the rivalry between sausage and bacon. Sausage and bacon. Which one wins? You got sausage over here, bacon over here.
Hold on. First off, cooked how? Like, it all depends too, yo. Like, did you ever try my bacon trick, yo, or no?
No, I didn't.
It on both sides, laying it on the sheet, put it in the oven.
No,
that's how I cook my bacon. Like I don't fry it. I put it in the
oven. I put it in the oven. Yeah.
So you already put it. If you already put it in the oven, right?
Yeah.
If you already put it in the oven, all you gotta do. Does your shit shrink up? Does your shit shrink? Curl up? No,
not really.
Oh, you straight? Never mind. You don't have to do my shit.
Nah, not really. Nah.
Oh.
Yeah,
I mean, all right. So when you lay it on the pan, it's always longer, and of course it will shrivel up a little bit, but it's gonna condense a little bit, but not.
And do you like your bacon? You like your bacon crispy or soft, yo?
I like it in between. In between.
I like it. I don't know.
I like it crispy.
Every day is weird. Like I like it crispy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it I'm in between.
So I can eat bacon. I like bacon. If I'm eating bacon by itself, I like it a little softer. But I like it if I'm eating it with eggs or omelet or something.
It's weird.
Most of the time, I am eating it by itself or whatever. I mean, it's not or with eggs or something like that or whatever. But it's still by itself, and I'm just eating it, separately. But for me,
and then versus a pork, versus pork, yo. I'm sorry, y'all. I know we discussed this with Drew when we were playing COD, yo.
Yeah.
Fuck all that patty, man. Yeah, y'all whack with them patties, bro. You want real
it depends on the patty, man.
Links, bro.
I'm not talking about like no Swanson sausages. I'm talking about like.
I'm talking about like, you ever been to IHOP and you asked for sausage there?
Yeah, not this. I don't like their sausage. It's not that good, bro. You have to have the sausages that I've had in my life. Like I've had like Jimmy Dean sausages from the Waffle House, right, bro. Like yeah. Pause.
Yo, Waffle House sausage is different, yo. It do.
Yes.
Nah, not better than bro. Pork link. Don't get me wrong. I like sausage patties. God. I came up on them. I love sausage patties, yo.
Yeah.
I can't.
I do too.
If it's between a big fat link, not like a little.
Right. I got what you're
talking about. Like the big fat ones you cook in the pan in the oven. Them shits.
Yeah.
In a pan like a frying pan, dude. Them shits is just. It's just when they go the way they go with breakfasts and omelets and eggs.
Oh, they're amazing.
I guess it all depends on what you're eating it with too.
Yo, I've gone to Walmart and they got these things called the Hattie. They're like the Hattifields or something. It's like Hatfields or something.
Hatfield Farms.
Hatfield,
yeah.
And it comes in that long link, and you cut it.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. But yo, I'm gonna be honest.
You gotta cook those on the pan with a little.
You do, you have to cook them in the pan. Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, for me, I'm telling you, like if I'm going sausage, and I haven't picked yet. I'm to this point, I still don't know which one I like the most. But
all right, so we'll do it this way, Jay. We'll do it this way: pancakes and waffles. What are you eating? What kind of meat?
I'm eating bacon with waffles.
I'm eating sausage.
All right.
I'm eating sausage
omelet
with pancakes.
Omelet, but I could do both, yo. See,
which one? Which one ends up in your omelet, yo?
Bacon.
Okay. A breakfast sandwich.
Sausage.
Any other kind of breakfast people eat? Cereals, but I wouldn't eat meat with cereal. So I don't like the bready breakfast, which is like pancakes and waffles. Right. I would say a patty sausage, a sausage patty goes best with that.
Yeah.
Bacon probably better for the omelets.
Yeah.
100%. Bacon by far to me is better for the omelets.
It is.
Yes.
Because what I do is I cook my bacon mad crispy. I break it into bits like little chunks, and I sprinkle it on the wet egg as soon as I dump it in the pan for the omelet, so it cooks into the eggs.
I'm hungry, yo. I'm hungry. What are we into this thing?
and then for the sausage links.
Me too. That's what I said before. You can't be hungry.
Yo, if I'm eating an omelet, like a bacon omelet, I want sausage links. I'm sorry.
Yo, why? Thomas's face is frozen, yo, and it was frozen like this.
It was like it looked like
Yo, Tom, your connection is trash.
Because my joint got choppy real quick.
Yeah,
it is.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you, yo. Sausage. Oh man, yo. I guess sausage should be the automatic winner because you can have it in links and patties.
That's true, yo.
That's like an unfair advantage.
By the way, this is just for the whole world to hear. The whole fucking world. Okay. There is no such thing as turkey bacon.
No.
I have never seen a turkey mutant pig in my fucking life. So you cannot procure a bacon from a fucking bird. I'm sorry.
No, you can't.
You just can't. So anybody who's out here with this fucking faking, this fucking turkey bacon, soy bacon, y'all whack, y'all garbage, y'all do that shit tastes like ass. All right,
please do not convince me of no damn turkey bacon. I will. The day that the doctor tells me,
it's an oxymoron.
It's
like saying almond milk.
The day the doctor tells me,
titties on an almond. Well,
listen,
you can't milk an almond. So
no, you can't. Listen.
All right, that's almond water. What you drinking is almond water. That's what you drinking. The day that the doctor tells me that I can no longer eat pork is my last day on earth, or my last few days on earth, because I'm going to die because I'm going to eat pork. Sorry. Yeah. I was gonna say, the second one is correct. You're gonna go ahead and just eat pork.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat pork. Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. My mother then got bougie. She don't eat pork no more. I'm like, where they do that at?
Why? Why? Is it health reasons though?
No, she just said she stopped. She stopped eating pork. She don't want to eat pork no more. And this has been for like the last 4 or 5 years that she stopped eating pork.
Man, I did it with all meat. I know what you go through.
No, I'm like, I look at her, and I be looking her up and down like, when I was on that keto, when I was trying to do that low carb diet and I was cooking the sausages in the pan, I would sit there and just look at Amanda and eat them like. I know she wanted some, but she didn't want to eat it, yo. But I just can't. I can't understand people. Yo, I will say this though. Okay, remember I just said sausages win for me because of the fact that you can have them as a patty and as a link. But think about it. Yo, when bacon is frying in a pan, the aroma that comes through the house, from bacon.
That aroma, that's a dead dude, yo. Like that's a wake of a dead dude for breakfast. That much can be said. But when I talk about smell, we talk about overall taste and use, yo. But bacon, if you're talking just smell, bacon is that smell that drags your ass by your nose through your house.
Oh my God!
Cartoons when I used to flip on the smell.
Yes.
That's bacon.
And only they big toe be touching the ground and they be just dragging right through the floor.
Yeah. I miss like old Sunday breakfast we used to have here, yo. When me and Manny used to hit it up in the kitchen, like in the morning. It'd be a big ass plate of eggs, sausage, bacon. I miss them shit, yo. Like
I've been there for a couple of those.
Yeah, yo.
Yeah. For me, you know what? I'm gonna switch my pick. I think it's bacon, yo. I enjoy eating bacon, and you know what the thing about it is? Sausage it can be so filling because it's meat packed together.
That
but
is correct.
bacon, man, makes you work for it. Like, oh man, I'm gonna have to get another piece. Like, yo, bacon is like you never feel like you get enough bacon, yo.
Yo, what goes better on pizza, sausage or bacon? I say
Bacon.
sausage.
Sausage.
I mean, bacon for me, but me, I'm a meatball type of bacon person. With I do both. I mean, I put both of them on there, but bacon. Yeah, I pick bacon for pizza.
I got this question.
I pick sausage. What's
better cold? What's better cold?
Bacon.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Wait,
bacon.
What? Better cold?
Yeah.
Sausage. Wait.
Nah, hell no.
Nah, it's gotta be bacon, bro.
No, you know what? No, maybe I'm the freaky motherfucker that just likes cold sausage.
No homo.
No homo.
No homo.
But I could eat a sausage patty cold. I could eat a sausage link cold, but bacon would probably taste better cold.
Yeah. Well, because think about it. Like at the end of the day, like you have you ever had bacon jerky before? Oh my god, yo.
Yeah, I have actually. Yeah, I have had bacon jerky. Yeah, Who makes it? It's
Bridgeford or something like that.
Jack's Link
makes
it.
They
make bacon jerky also. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had them.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yo.
It's pretty good. So all right. So for me, I think I'm gonna switch my pick to bacon, yo.
Well, in that case, fuck you.
Oh,
Team sausage over here.
But I'm telling you, man, pork sausage, yo. A pork sausage patty from either Cracker Barrel or from Waffle House, they are unmatched. I'm sorry. You cannot.
I had the one for Waffle House, but I had the one for Waffle House. I felt like they got that shit. I feel like they sell the same brand at Aldi's.
They probably do.
$24. Like
nah. Waffle House uses whatchamacallit. They use Jimmy Dean. They use Jimmy Dean.
Well, yeah, that shit was a little over greasy for me. Like
really?
the sausage patty, yeah. It was still good. It was still sausage. I ate it. Sausage is like pizza to me. I haven't had a bad sausage yit. I haven't been able to put sausage in my mouth and be like, I don't like that.
Me either.
Never.
That's the
I've
point.
never done that.
Either.
I spit out that fake bacon shit. I spit out veggie bacon. Veggie bacon.
Why would they even come at people with veggie
bacon? Man ate something once. It was called, it was like a bacon that she ate. It was, I forget what the hell it was called. Tempa. Tempah. Look it up.
It was vegan bacon?
Yeah, it's vegan bacon.
That's just un-American, dog. I'm sorry. I can't.
Unearthly.
There's so much wrong with that.
Un-American. It's unearthly. Yeah.
That phrase doesn't even make sense, bro. Vegan bacon.
Yeah. It was Tempah bacon, and it looked like real bacon. It didn't smell like real bacon. It smelled like because they had seasoned it heavily, and then it sure as hell didn't taste like real bacon. It didn't taste like anything I ever ate before. It was just like.
Oh, this is terrible. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. It's terrible.
Yeah,
that shit looks.
She ate that.
It's the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. That ain't bacon. That looks like a dog toy. It looks like a chew toy for a dog.
It won't give you the cholesterol and all that. All the cholesterol and everything's missing out of that. But you know what? There's some things that cholesterol is worth, and that's one of them.
I think if I walked in and saw somebody eating vegan bacon, I probably would smack it out of his hand, bro. Just smack it out of his fucking hand.
Yo, he's eating something else. I'm like, he doesn't like meat. He's not eating meat for breakfast. That's another thing I wanted to discuss.
You don't gotta eat
things a breakfast vegetable.
No.
Like, think about it. You have lunch vegetables like salads, lettuces. There's no breakfast vegetable, right?
No.
Right.
That's another un-American thing.
Not exactly. You have a Denver omelet. Omelets is good. I like onions and peppers in my omelets. Also.
Yeah. I'm about to say
those are the closest things.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. That's true. I was about to say avocado. Okay. Oh, goodness. Well,
yeah,
we'll move on
avocado is doo-doo. Sorry.
What was I about to say? Have you ever had a Colorado omelet from IHOP? Oh my God, they're so good.
What is the Colorado omelet?
Colorado
omelet?
It got weed in it.
It's got every meat in it. It's got steak. A Colorado omelet has steak, bacon, sausage, ham, and it's got onions.
So they just a shitload of meat. What about cheese? They put cheese in it?
Yeah, it's got cheese. It's got cheese in it, and it's got green peppers and onions. Green peppers and onions.
Hell no. not cheese.
IHOP has the best. Yo, their Colorado is amazing. It pretty much is, but they don't. But the Meat Lovers doesn't have it doesn't have all, for some reason. It's like no, I want to say it only has bacon and sausage in the Meat Lovers or whatever. I can't remember. But either way, the Colorado is the one that has all the meats.
But regardless, omelets is my favorite breakfast show.
Nah, omelets are amazing.
And omelet of any kind, is like I'll be okay with it, yo. Even just plain cheese. But I definitely got to try that out one day.
Yeah, definitely. So, all right. So, off of that, yo, real quick, did you pick? Because I picked bacon, you picked sausage. I know you did.
I picked sausage all day.
I pick bacon. I'll take bacon.
2-1.
Fuck you too, Tom. Fuck you too, Tom.
All right, yo.
So, disloyal bitch ass.
All right. Real quick, man. Week 9. We'll start with Denver at Atlanta. I like Atlanta in this one to win their game. The line.
Yeah, me too. I've taken Atlanta. Wait. Where's it at? In Denver?
It's in Atlanta.
In Atlanta, I'll take Atlanta. Yeah.
Taking...
They voted out. They voted out Trump, so they got a little karma coming their way.
I can't, yo.
I'm taking Atlanta as well.
I'll take Atlanta.
All right. So, who else we got? We got Bears at Titans.
Titans. Yeah,
Titans. I'm gonna
Titans
go
just because the Bears can't score. That's why.
Yeah, because I don't believe in either one of these teams, to be honest with you. The Titans have looked bad.
I'd rather give the Titans.
That's what I was about to say.
I'll give the Titans. At least they have some defense.
I don't trust either of them. Like, that's a tougher one to call than I thought it'd be.
It's tough. But I'm going to go with the Titans because they're at home, and I just feel like they can control the clock with the run game if they need to. You got Seahawks at Bills.
Oh, the game of the week? That's the game of the week?
In my opinion, it should be the game of the week.
In mine, it is.
So I'm biased. So obviously, I'm gonna go Buffalo. We're gonna shut down Russell Wilson and his the super duper MVP season. Yo, do you know Russell Wilson? Russell Wilson throws a touchdown on 10% of his dropbacks.
It's crazy, yo.
10.6%. He has 253 passing attempts and 26 touchdowns.
It's crazy, yo. That's nuts.
Wait. He has 26 touchdowns already?
26 touchdowns already.
Yeah.
He had 2 5-touchdown games back to back beginning of the season.
Whatever. you know you're a Washington football fan, right? You're a Washington football fan.
Who is? Where? Who?
Whatever, bro.
What team?
You still got that? You still got that Izod robe? That robe got to have holes in it by now. You still got that robe?
Yeah, dog.
Forever.
That was the robe he used to put on.
I don't wear it.
The robe he used to put on after he did some dirty deed up in his room and stand on the balcony and shit. What's up, Dave? Like he's smoking a pipe and shit. What's up, Dave?
Oh.
I don't wear it no more, though. I haven't worn it in years.
All right, next
just keeps it for posterity. This was the robe.
I can't. Yo, we got Lions at Vikings. That's a game to call too. The Vikings just thrashed the Packers, yo.
I'm gonna go Vikings. Just the Dalvin Cook factor. He's
Dalvin Cook,
yeah. Right now.
Dalvin Cook is a monster right now.
Yeah, he's playing out of his world right now, bro.
I think it's gonna be a high-scoring game, though. I think that game has a lot of points. Ravens at Colts. I don't know. The Ravens are an underdog in this.
Ravens.
They should be, though.
That's crazy.
They're an underdog.
They're an underdog. I mean, it makes me feel better. Our road to the AFC East is a little easier, but.
Yeah, they're an underdog in this game. But I'm going to go with the Ravens on this one. I don't see them losing 2 back-to-back.
Yeah, I'm going with Ravens also.
Panthers at Chiefs. Chiefs.
Yeah. Chiefs. Regardless whether CMC's back or not, CMC's back.
He is back, but I still don't see how they don't have enough to be able to beat the Chiefs. I'm sorry.
Nah, hell no. Hell no. That's a laugher.
Texans at Jaguars. I'm bored.
All right, next.
Don't care.
Do we have to pick that? Just go to the next game.
Next game. Giants. Never mind.
Skip that one too. Skip that too.
The Giants will probably win that game, though, even though it's in Washington, even though it's in Landover.
Giants will win that game.
Giants will probably win that game.
Doesn't matter where it is.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Next.
It doesn't matter.
Raiders at Chargers. Let me wait. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. This is what's going to happen. The Chargers are going to get up big. I can see it now. They'll be ahead by more than 17 points. And then in the fourth quarter, the Raiders will come back and win. Like what happens in all their damn games. Yo, the Chargers
Pretty much.
blow our lead. They're terrible. Do you understand that?
Who's worse at it? Who's worse at holding the lead, the Falcons or the Chargers?
Yo, it's the Chargers because of the circumstances. But they're both bad. Don't get me wrong. But the way that the Falcons lose games is terrible. The fact of how the Chargers blow leads is ridiculous.
Yeah. Them motherfuckers have a hard time holding their breath.
I don't understand it, yo. Yo, I don't get the Chargers, yo. They are like an anomaly to me. I don't get it. The record, I think from either, was it last year or whatever, there was a record that was out there that said, or a stat out there that says that the rest of the league is 52-4 against leading by 17 points or more at halftime. They're 0-3. They're 0-3. 0-3. So wow. It's unbelievable. Like if you're leading at halftime by 17 points or more, you win 52 out of 56 times. They're 0-3.
The Chargers make me mad. The Chargers piss me off because they're better than their record. Like they're a better team than that.
I can't believe it. They have the same record we have.
They're better than that though. They're a better team than that.
That's sad. So, I'm going to go with the Raiders on this one, even though it's in L.A. I don't care. I'm not picking the Chargers until they can prove that they can hold a lead. but continue to get me good stats, though. I need the stats from Keenan Allen, but I don't care about the rest of it. Steelers at Cowboys, next. The spread is 14.5, yo. No, 14, yeah. 14.
Is Zeke even playing?
As of right now, I think
this week.
they're going to monitor. They're going to monitor his load, so he may play, but he's not going to get the bulk of the carries. I wanted to pick up Pollard so bad, but I ain't have no space for him.
Like he's going to do something against Pittsburgh's front seven. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. That's what you needed, Tony Pollard. Yeah, he's the fucking Superman.
I know. Dolphins and Cardinals. It's a good matchup.
I'm gonna take the Dolphins, Joe. I'm gonna take the Dolphins.
You'll take the Dolphins here?
I'm gonna take the Dolphins. Yeah,
I'll take the Cardinals.
Yeah.
I'll take the Cardinals.
It's humming, bro.
What's the line on that game or the spread?
4.5. 4.5. And I think I took action on that too.
Smaller than that.
Wait, 4.5. Wait. Cardinals are favorite though, right?
Action on it now.
Yeah, the Cardinals are favorites. Yeah. The Dolphins are 4.5 dogs.
Right.
The real game of the week is going to be Saints Bucks tonight, tomorrow night, and I don't know, man.
I'm taking the Bucks.
Bucks are at home. I don't know if the AB thing is a distraction and if it hurts or helps them.
Wait, Bucks Saints? Who won last time?
Yeah, Sunday night. That's
Saints,
a Sunday
right?
night game.
Saints won last time, right?
Yeah.
Let's play week 1 or week 2 or something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Bucks this time. Yeah. They're a different team than they were when they faced the Saints last time, and the Saints are a fucking different team than they were when they faced the Bucks. Is Michael Thomas playing or no? Michael Thomas taking another week vacation?
He's playing.
Yeah,
I read
playing. So he's off vacation. Oh, great. Yeah, he's back. Okay,
I read it this morning. He's playing. Yeah,
because he's been healthy since like week 5, I think.
Yeah, in my opinion, he has been. So, all right. So that's beat somebody up. And did you want to pick the
not that crap Monday night game? Skip it.
No, we're not going to mention that game.
Just for comedic effect. Say it.
Okay. Patriots at Jets. Line is 8.5.
Damn, that's it.
No, it should be that because the Patriots can't score. The Patriots have had a problem scoring.
What's the over/under on that game? 12.
42.
Okay.
12.
Thought it was 8-4. They're gonna win. The fucking Patriots 8-4. Jets fuck around, get 2 safeties.
The Jets might be the worst team I've ever seen. Like,
you know what? I'm gonna go out there and say it. The Jets are gonna fuck up their season even more and win and beat the Patriots.
Wait, you taking the Jets?
I'm taking the Jets. I think they're gonna fuck this season. It's such a Jets thing to do. Right now, you're in prime position to ship out Darnold, to get Lawrence, or get a draft haul for Lawrence, and they're gonna go ahead and fuck it up and win a game. Allow the Giants to get back in. That way, they can cut their second-year single caller or their third-year single caller, Dale Jones, and
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm taking the
New York teams are fucking awful. Both of them. They said, somebody said the Giants look good because the Jets look that bad. That's some shit. They said the Giants aren't the worst team in their building. That's some fucked up shit. They're 1-7.
Yeah,
they're 1-7 and they're not the worst team in their building, yo.
That's awful, man.
Pretty sad. Well, that does it for the picks as far as today is concerned. Any final words before we get up out of here?
No, I think today was like the longest podcast ever, right?
Yeah, it was pretty darn long. But listen,
it was like almost 2 hours, yeah.
It was good stuff though, man. I mean, I appreciate definitely
a lot of good material, yo. Yeah,
good material. Obviously, with Burn Bright coming on, man, we appreciate him being on.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Burn.
We've settled our discussion in regards to bacon versus sausage, 2-1 for bacon. Sorry, Dave.
That was a lot deeper than I thought it would be.
I'm suing for this fucking vote, man. Fuck that, bro.
Okay, Trump. All right. Okay, Trump.
You know what? If you count the fucking legal votes, I won. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was 2-1, technically Todd's vote wasn't really legal.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? So I really won, but don't worry, though. If you count the illegal votes, Bacon won.
I can't. All right, well, listen, man, we're going to get up out of here. It's been real. Another episode of, 3 in the chamber, in the bag, man. I thought this was a good situation. So, yeah, man, until next time, y'all be safe, man. And just remember, democracy won.
Yes.